Becoming a father gave me a love I didn't know existed. It also gave me a fear nestled within the threats of a mother who promised I would never see him again whenever my actions drifted too far from obedience. They do not call it kidnapping when an unwed mother disappears with a child. Grief, a keen mental suffering over the loss of someone, a sharp sorrow. I know no other name to give to the weight that submerges me. 5 stages of grief after my son was taken away. 1. She always called herself a god. The first night God presented herself as a violent deity, I thought how good a saint I must be to take the storm without defending myself or using my voice to reach out and call for help. After each storm, she never apologized the way gods do when they cleanse a world of its sins, but do not repair the damage. I learned quickly that even God can't bless a healing into an apology. 2. Questions have become the preferred method of my burial. Friends' words become daggers dipped in benevolence. They ask, how is your son? Where is he? I haven't seen him in a while. I bet he's getting so big, isn't he? And my answers are always stuck between a lie and a graveyard. I say he's fine. Oh, he's just with his mother. Yeah, you know the time, it goes by so fast. List of suggested synonyms for the word question. Gun and the piercing bullet. Revival of my worst memories. A casket that hides the smile I'm still trying to find. 3. The Summit County Domestic Court does not practice swiftness, and I'm sure this is normal for any judicial process, but my denial assured me that a trial for visitation couldn't possibly be stretched out this long, and now I am the stereotype, like the one who doesn't see his children, like to be black and father is to be absent with or without your decision for. Today, no one asked me about my son, and I call this a victory. Makes it a lot easier to get through the day. I just might escape the clinch of the covers that know all the right words to say, to glue me to the bed and make me an idle thing sunken into the frame. Words that remind me that Father's Day and my son's birthday fall within the same week, which once was a blessing, but this year it will make the sorrow twice as devastating. 5. I do not fear the grief will make itself a home within me. I do not fear the courts will rule in her favor. I do not fear the abuser will call herself a victim. I do not fear my son will forget the face of his own father. I do not fear my dreams that live in the past so much they give me my wounds nightly. Remind me that I will not wake up to a child whose name I chose. I say this out loud to the mirror until I believe it. I heard you speak a lie out loud long enough that it'll blossom into reality. I don't know how to accept the loss over someone that is still alive, but I promise I'm trying. I promise I'm trying. I promise I'm going to see my son again. The lights are down, go on inside, they've bathed. Your face in stone. Through the lands I own, you never found it home. You're not the girl I used to know.
Defense between the neighbors and God. For the smart, for the kingdom, for the queen and king. Sing them that I like for the... By the way, it can cost your life. It's best to be saved at work, for this everything has been synonymous for every person and place described the land before the time. But what's before the numbers and the how before written, the spell to speak, the spell to spill for the tongue. Secreted, defeated for the ground of common knowledge. No body with the spirit for the spit to get the wisdom linguistics. Lingual, the lineage of the village of the villains, and the soil to till the seed. The sprout the doubt for the growing and the knowing. The present for the house, knowing the heaven, the uncoil, the spoil, the holistic stick. It's the holy shovel, the graves of deadly human souls that like to be tried over the control over the robe, the fields of the mouth, the rivers upon the tongue tie. The man hung with the letters to dictate the fate, for the dates that ate the words, and if the plate for the plate, palate, ridicule, and over the riddles of the middleman for the rebuild, the revelations of heaven. Heathens thrilled to kill the time for the wheel to steal. Stove from steel for the poor to steep to deep hills. Hills to climb for that the thrill, for the cook will, and the will to be as that fruit. Peel for the fight for the crime. Climbed out of the fell out of the ladder for the last to gladly make a meal. The rich template for the contemplate, the hate, the love, the ways to finally give a deal for no pay, the consequences, to sequentially place the lessons in sunspots and shady shadows, placed and placed on the map that matters. Most to least what greater amount can find a question, less about it for the replicas, with the replying for the duplicate, for the duplicate, and the desperation to despise the numbers that fortify the forces of foresight. Forgiveness and forever forgave. For times is what forgets that forged memories, so there were before and then forward times and never forever the times of the equal enough of the eternity. Eternal, entering energy, endured enough of the times in life. Divided for the defense between the neighbors and God. For the smart, for the kingdom, for the queen and king. Sing them that I like for the dim to diminish. Dimensions of size, dimensions with a certain decisions of where the conference and conference, your table of the certain stanzas of where they come from, where they're going, and who they are speaking to. Who's listening? Who cares about and who's careful enough to care less? And this is care less, we can't arrive and carless. Able to drive, to shift the gears, to steer the wheels, and to turn me off the road for the grid, for the course, and off to beat the core for the poor judgment, and never the jury, the duty, is trapped in the box of just the nails to categorize the cat calls. Love language, entangled in my junk mail that still remain was the marinade to eat the words before I've thought. Say the bad taste in my mouth just to describe the subscriptions and scribbles over the whiteboards and inspiration. Spiral the circus and nobody just circus tents and curtain your certain entertainment for the keeping you occupied, for the radius and numbers of the times you counted on me, for the answering of the call, for the cry that week. The weapons used against me, the slave behave, the queen bees, and colonies for the colonized and hated to sit, segregated to the border for the key to entry, guilt envy. Divine stretched its determination over the walls and built my own wallet that authorizes the will to wallet me to spend the time of misery. Therefore, along with the company that supplies demands but me. The demons surround you, the sorrow, the surrender for the cash, the tenor like male shoving us and shove me into the two-face like to show me a mirror for the reflecting. Me as my reflex that rejects project to protect me for the rookie for the protection, the programs that weigh on me. Scales that lean on the righteous to balance the mouth to equal and liberate you. The illiterate to read, me to write about whom you find a newspaper as fake as the news of old history. But the way it can cost your life. Circle the circus tents and never to be saved. Mirror that reflects on those who behave.